Howdy ho, Goofy Goobers. It's that time again. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm here to spill some of that hot coffee because fuck tea. Listen, um, back in the day, back when I was a wee lad, I had just left religion for good, and I was on my own, so I decided to seek help. The YouTube space was full of interesting things, to say the least. That's when I subscribed to many of my favorite channels. Some of them I still watch to this day, but one of them, unfortunately, has fallen from grace, I would say. Cult of Dusty. Fuck my sickness. Cult of Dusty was one of the original channels I subscribed to back when I was a wee lad. Unfortunately, nowadays they've been kind of going on a tirade, and I felt that their arguments about stuff were so intellectually dishonest. I just had to speak up. So, without further ado, let me take you on this ride, ladies and gentlemen. I'll show you what the hell can happen to someone when things get to their head.
Anti-SJWs are the new SJWs. And this is the Anti-SJW Cringe Compilation, Volume 1.
Alright, pardon the difference in audio quality. My fucking thing crashed, so I gotta reopen it. Anyway, that's probably the cringiest fucking opening I've ever seen. So, let's fucking continue, eh?
And next up is Sargon of Akkad, who has spent the last several years telling us over and over about how SJWs and liberals are overly sensitive and quick to outrage, has this reaction to a tweet.
With 300,000 retweets. Fuck you. Fuck you, Bernie. Fuck off. Trump did not try to divide you by race, religion, and gender and nationality. You are the cunts dividing people by race and gender. It's a fucking women's march, Bernie. Fuck. God, this is a... I'm totally triggered by this, I swear, right?
Dude, it's a tweet.
Yeah, just a tweet from a well-known and fairly influential politician, peddling an obviously crafted narrative. This is the only interesting point in the first video, by the way.
I spoke out and said that I believed their one-sided outrage towards the left, while mostly giving the right a pass, was pushing people to the right, and very well might help Donald Trump be elected. And I took a ton of shit for saying so.
Maybe it's because the left is what's socially in power right now, and their bad opinions will have the most devastating effects on society.
Just laying his entire shitty agenda out piece by piece. But the vast majority of anti-SJW channels completely ignored that and focused on the really important things, like the Ghostbusters 3 movie. The Amazing Atheist made at least 4 videos about the Ghostbusters movie. Chris Raygun was in at least 3 videos about it. Armored Skeptic did 3 videos about it. Sargon did a video about it. Some black guy did a video about it. Undoom did it. Thunderfoot did it.
Maybe it's because all the channels he chose to feature would describe themselves as entertainment before social commentary or whatever. And other prominent channels like The Rubin Report and Crowder were talking about the Trump stuff. Also, one of the Armored Skeptic videos he showed was Greg making fun of the overreaction to the Ghostbusters thing. Come on, man. Besides, the main reason people hated the movie wasn't because of the female cast. Most people didn't care. It was mainly because it was an obvious cash grab. They resurrected a dead, beloved franchise to make a quick buck.
But regardless of how you feel about Ghostbusters 3, I think every decent human being can agree that what happened to Leslie Jones was disgusting, who became the target of racist and dehumanizing attacks over this film. One of the main people behind it was alt-right shithead and human colostomy bag Milo Snuffleupagus.
Actually, it was a bunch of other people who did the bad stuff, which Milo wasn't responsible for. He made fun of her, and you can call him out for insulting her in bad taste if you want, but he didn't actually do anything wrong.
Which brings us to these two. Living Mean Girls character, Shoe on Head, and her boyfriend, human bowl of vanilla ice cream, Armored Skeptic.
Wait, are you insulting them? You realize that makes you as bad as Milo for what he said to Leslie, right?
They jumped right on top of this bullying bandwagon.
She's completely correct in those statements.
Absolutely had a meltdown on Twitter the other day because there was apparently a planned attack against her from 4chan. I don't know the whole story. People sending her racist things, pictures of gorillas. I'm laughing.
She looks like a man.
She looks...
That's
she's
not
ugly.
racist.
She's just ugly.
She's
yeah, it's
ugly.
not racist. First of all, she looks like a gorilla.
Eat your heart out, Roseanne.
Making fun of their appearance isn't racist, Dusty. Holding back from doing so, because they are a protected class, is. She was a comedian. It's called a joke.
And then she goes on to say, I'm not justifying how they treated her.
But okay, I'm not justifying what happened to her.
Bitch, please! You literally said the thought of them posting pictures of her as a gorilla made you laugh.
Just because something makes you laugh doesn't mean you condone it. I love action movies where they shoot up bad guys. But in real life, I'm as anti-violence as they come.
What is the fucking point of calling this actress you don't like an ugly, mannish gorilla? What is the fucking point other than just being a mean shithead?
Comedy.
Somebody hacked into Leslie Jones's website and replaced the front page with a picture of a gorilla. So, like, it would be awesome if you guys would reach out to Leslie Jones and apologize to her.
They don't owe her an apology. They didn't do anything. Apologizing for something you didn't do or had any control over is incredibly stupid.
Andy Warski. When I came out against the anti-SJW community a couple years ago, nobody shit on me harder than Andy Warski. He made multiple videos and live stream where he talked shit about me, called me all kinds of names for speaking out against the community. He is somebody that I am very proud to call my enemy. And in the last couple years, he's hired a white supremacist to be the co-host on his show. And he was named the new It Boy by the 2 largest white supremacy websites on the internet. And just the other day, he was on a show called The Warpath. Let's check in and see what he's up to these days.
Fucking shit. This is what a nigger looks like.
Alright, these guys are just straight up racist. I agree, they suck. But that doesn't make his comment about you sucking any less true.
But don't worry, some black guy. I'm sure he thinks you're one of the good ones.
Taking a picture with someone isn't that big of a deal.
You know, I go to Poland. What is it, 99% white? I don't need any security. The streets are incredibly clean. Crime is almost non-existent. Nobody gets called a racist. There's no talk of white privilege.
I disagree it was a nice place because it was mostly white. More likely the cause of it being so nice is the lack of left-wing dogma and identity politics. I doubt it had anything to do with race.
And you got shitbags like Ben Shapiro towing the party line for him, trying to convince idiots it ain't no big deal. And then these motherfuckers have the gall to turn around and say the left is anti-science. There is nobody more anti-science than these motherfuckers.
Not to sound too centrist, but actually both sides have shown a willingness to toss aside facts to push their narrative. And you're right, Ben is either misinformed or straight up lying about climate change. But you're lying to yourself if you think your side doesn't do that either.
One time, many years back, in my edgy asshole phase, I made a watermelon and fried chicken joke on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I once made what I now consider to be a racist joke about the Ferguson riots. To borrow a line from my Christian days, we've all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God.
So, PC culture is your god now, huh? And everyone you see who doesn't live up to your religion standards are filthy sinners? I know you started out as a Christian, and found atheism as your way out, but you realize that you've replaced one dogmatic life-controlling entity for another, right?
You guys, and I'll see you again soon. As always, till next time, Logic. Fuck yes.
Too bad you didn't display any in this video. Alright, that's all I got for you guys today. If you liked it, like, subscribe, all that jazz. Tell me if I could improve it anyway, and how I can improve. Constructive criticism is welcome. If you want to make a response, then that'd be fucking cool, actually. Anyway, I might do more later, because he said some other pretty stupid things. If you like this kind of video, let me know, and I'll keep doing what I do. Alright, love you guys. I'll see all of you in the morrow.